Hey, Leo, intuitive soul coach here with your December 2022 love reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Leo and take a look at all things related to love. Whether you are currently single, partnered up, maybe you're going through a complicated matter of the heart, or you're just focusing on self-love at this time, we'll take a dive into it all. So just a friendly reminder, these are general readings. Please do take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or even entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right. So in the area of your past, I do sense here with the birdhouse that your safety and security was on the front burner. You are really trying to bring in a new sense of stability for yourself, regardless of your relationship status. If things were feeling rocky, if they were murky, if you weren't clear on how to bring about more safety and security to your life, I feel like you are updating. Some of you may be updating your belief system that may have stemmed from early childhood memories. It could have stemmed from maybe trauma or relationships that you have been in the deep past. For others of you, I just sense a need to upgrade, because you can see that this birdhouse, it looks like the foundation here is needing a little bit of work. So if you were in a relationship here, you may have been trying to build a more solid, firm foundation for yourself, for the relationship that you were in. Now, love isn't just romantic relationships, spouses, or partnerships. It is about family ties as well as friendships, soul tribe energy as well. So I do sense that you may have been feeling a little bit lost on how to create more safety. Now, I am getting this sense of abandonment, rejection, and for some of you, it could be loneliness, isolation. It doesn't look like there's anyone living in this home. So I do feel that you're coming back home to who you are. And if you have been shut off from an energy here with this padlock, I feel like you're opening yourself up, Leo, because you have the not available energy showing up. And remember that rejection is God's protection, but also some of you are recovering from some sort of rejection or abandonment, something that was not accessible to you. And it certainly could have been your own safety and security, your own stability. But I feel what you're doing now in the near future, wow, take a look at this. In the near future, you have the key card. This key holds the answer to opening up this padlock. This is really, really, really powerful for you. So I feel that in the near future, there's some important choices that you'll have to make that's going to finally allow you to build your sense of safety, security, and stability upwards. Some of you felt lost, maybe even disconnected in matters of the heart. Whether you've disconnected from a child, from a parent, from a sibling, or a long lost friend. It could even be a romantic partnership that you've shut yourself off to. Even if you've been separate from this person for quite some time, you may have in the process shut your heart down to love of all forms. So let's take a look and dive into your energy, Leo, because I certainly sense that you're finding the key here to unlocking something quite magical, something that maybe you didn't even realize that you've wanted, because you've been in a sense of, we'll call it a comfort zone, but we rarely grow in our comfort zone. It's more of the energy of we get used to something. And I feel like you're ready to grow. You're ready to change. You're ready to make important choices that are going to affect your future in a positive way. Yes, you're ready for this ending to come in here, to bring in a new beginning. You've been carrying a lot of heavy burdens, Leo, and when this Ten of Wands shows up, this says that you may be taking on a lot of responsibilities, burdens. You may feel physically exhausted, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. This is about prioritizing your needs and your wants. This is about bringing in others to maybe help you unload, whether it's through professional guidance, therapy, coaching, mentoring. Also, it can be about asking for help. And sometimes we have a difficult time asking for help, Leo, because we feel like we need to do everything. And that can actually be a defense mechanism for how we grow up, in a sense, where if we feel the need to maybe do it all on our own, or we overburden ourselves with the traumas of others. Some of you may be healers as well, and you may pick up on the energy of others quite strong. You may be very empathic, whether this is a professional gift that you've utilized or whether it's just in your personal life. You may want to help fix and heal other people. But what you're realizing, and I've been saying this over and over, especially the past 5 days, is that you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, Leo. So if there is a situation that you've been trying to guide, you've been trying to coach or mentor, or maybe this is even yourself, but you can't change someone else's mind. And so I feel that you are realizing that the only mind that you can control is your own. And so what you're saying to yourself is, I don't want to carry these heavy burdens of not feeling safe, not feeling secure, or feeling abandoned or rejected. You want a life that is filled with love, with happiness, with companionship, with soul tribe. I just heard as well, some of you may not have seen, it could be a child or a grandchild for quite some time, but I feel like there's some sort of breakthrough moment happening for you in December that's going to affect your 2023 in a very big way. You may hear about news of maybe a grandchild being born, or someone may be pregnant as well. Now, what is the challenge or what's crossing your energy, Leo, for you in the month of December? Equal give and take. Reciprocity. That may have been a challenge for you. If you are currently in a dynamic, there may not be equal give and take. That may be something you're getting clear on. Some of you have emotionally or even physically disconnected from someone close to your heart. But what you're doing now is you're getting real, you're getting raw, and you're getting honest. If your needs are not being met, I feel like you're understanding and realizing that a person has got to want to make the change, that we can't force them to. For some of you, you may have been closed down because of wounding, because of ego, because of fear, because of pride, whatever reason you shut yourself off to. It's a human experience that we have here. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you at all, Leo. Sometimes we shut down. It is a response mechanism here. But what this is saying here is it's very important for you to open yourself up to love if you are really wanting to seek a sense of belonging, a sense of safety, and that sense of reciprocity. When the Six of Pentacles shows up as the challenge, this can at times be that we're resisting help. We're resisting seeing what our triggers are, or what our faults are, or what we are doing at times to self-sabotage or get in our own way of happiness. I'm sure we've all come across a certain person who is a Debbie Downer, or someone that is very pessimistic. And now I'm not saying this is you at all, Leo, but you may have come across certain people that way. And it almost seems like regardless of what goes on in their life, whether it's good or bad, that they always see it from a negative approach. I sense that you are opening up to a lot more positivity, and you may even be helping out someone that may be down on their energy or feel down in their luck, or this could be you as well. But I feel like you are equally being compensated here for what it is that you give. And if you're not, you're figuring out ways how to kind of give that to yourself. Self-love, self-care, self-nurture. There's a deep conversation that is coming up, I feel, between you and another person that's going to help you gain clarity needed. You may be making some important choices regarding your home life, moving in or moving out. There could be some legalities coming in here. Some of you may be dealing with the legal system, or it could be, some sort of child support or home. I'm sensing some of you may have adult children living with you, or you may be living with your parents. Please take that as it resonates. Let's take a look and see what the foundation is here, Leo. What is the foundation? What's in the deep, deep past? Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is about, it's showing up here in reverse, so I'm going to read it intuitively as I always do. But the Nine of Cups is about wish fulfillment. It's about leaving a legacy behind, but also enjoying the accomplishments and the good times and the memories and the fortune and the happiness that comes your way. But what I'm sensing is for quite some time, maybe you don't believe that you're worthy of good things. Maybe there could be a sense of, is this really going to happen for me? Will I meet my happily ever after? Will I ever get married? Will I ever have children? Will I ever create this sense of safety and security? The answer is yes, Leo. If you've been struggling with that here, the Nine of Cups is built in your DNA, is built in your cells. Some of you are healing some ancestral wounding or patterns. For others of you, you've set up a life here for you to feel content and feel completion. And I don't mean content as you're staying within your comfort zone and you feel content, but I feel content as in you're making decisions that are going to help you grow, learn, heal, and evolve. So that's what's showing up here in the near future. Some of you are digging deep, deep down to your roots. You're getting down to the authentic version of who you are. The you that is not full of, maybe pain or trauma or negativity or abandonment, but you're getting raw and real with yourself here about how to heal, how to release the burdens, how to be equal within your relationships. Let's take a look at what's going on in the past and how it may be affecting your present. What do we have in the past? Four of Wands showing up. Typically, the Four of Wands is a very positive card. It is about it could be halfway to marriage. It's the card of 1111, soulmate energy. It's about celebrating some sort of milestone. It could be a home as well. It could be celebrating a wedding or being part of a wedding. Some of you may have been a maid of honor. I just get some of you may always be the maid of honor. I think there's a movie called Maid of Honor as well, where the girl is constantly the one being the maid of honor, but she's never the bride. So some of you may have some dreams, some childhood dreams that you dreamt of your wedding or your happily ever after. Some of you may have had that as well, but it may not have turned out the way that you thought it would. And that may have shattered your sense of belief here. But with this Four of Wands, just because plans didn't go the way that you thought, doesn't mean that you have to shut yourself down to the love that is available to you. The universe wants you, Leo, to be happy and to be abundant and to feel safe and secure. And yes, sometimes, absolutely, there are things that happen outside of our control, but we can only control what's within our own energy. And this includes your own mind. So I feel like there's some very important choices, again, that you're making for yourself it's almost like it's going to unlock your future in a very positive way. So I'm excited to see what we have coming in for you. Now, what is the potential? What is above Leo coming in here for the month of December, please? King of Wands, beautiful. This is you taking back your power, Leo. This is your energy. This is fiery. This is that person who takes charge of their own destiny, creates their own luck, creates their own magic. This is someone who's very passionate, goal-oriented. He's a leader and successful, and he's adventurous and warm. So what you're doing is you're stepping back into, I feel, your power. Now, some of you may be attracting another fire sign as well, but this King of Wands marches to the beat of their own drum. And I feel that is what you're unlocking here. If some of you felt stuck, if some of you felt like you were not able to be reached on a deep level, if you felt closed off, because sometimes this King of Wands, when he lets experiences get the best of us, he can be closed down. He can be hard to reach. Not anymore. This is about you moving forward here. So I absolutely love this. Let's see what's coming in the near future. What do we have showing up for Leo here in the near future, please? Okay, some of you may be doing a remodeling project on the home, whether it's in the inside of the home, on the outside. Some of you may be buying or selling a property that needs some work, whether it's a fixer-upper, or some of you may be contemplating switching a room and making it into an office space. I just see some sort of home design or some sort of interior design or redecorating. Maybe that's what you do for a profession, but I feel something with cleaning up an area. The Emperor, wow. This is awesome. So Leo, the Emperor energy is about you making solid, strong choices that are going to affect you for the long term. When the Emperor shows up, this is Aries energy saying that you are a leader, that you are very powerful. Some of you, this is even healing from your own father. There could be an energy of coming together with a father or someone of higher authority to you. It could be even a grandfather or someone that raised you as well, male influence. For others of you, you may be wanting to attract an emperor or just step into this power of authority, of structure, stability. And this is really, really important to a lot of you Leos out there because of this birdhouse. So whatever decisions you are making here in the near future are going to affect your stability. But I'm also getting your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health. It's going to affect you on a holistic level where you can see the whole, the bigger picture of a situation that maybe you weren't able to see before. Take a look. This emperor, he's super, super tall. He can see things all around him because he has that higher perspective. And even though there are other things that may be pulling the strings here, you may ask, is he pulling the strings or are all these things working with him to help build him up here? And I feel that there are divine forces working behind the scenes, but also because you've put in the work yourself. Even though some of you may have felt like you were stagnant or you weren't healing as fast as you would like, or maybe you were closed off to an energy, you were still diving into your own personal development and you were still learning how to heal, how to be, and also who you want to be in the future. I feel like there's a sense of kind of coming back home to who you were. If you've lost yourself along the way, Leo. Now let's take a look and see how you're feeling. This is all about you. How are you feeling? How are you doing? Okay, you do want that one. I thought you did. Okay, let's take a look and see how you're doing. King of Wands again. Oh my goodness. So in this specific deck, the Tarot of the Mystical Moments, Katrin Weltstein, the creator, created a feminine version of all of the kings, including the emperor. And you actually have the female version of the emperor, and you have both the king and the queen. So this is powerful. What this is saying is that you're coming back into connection with your masculine and your feminine. Maybe a side of yourself that you shut off. Maybe your receptive feminine side, because this King of Wands is the feminine version. She opens herself up. So I do feel like there was a piece of you that maybe had gone rogue, or you had gone maybe in limbo, or maybe this could be a physical person as well, where you're kind of coming back together with a soulmate or a twin flame type of energy here, or you're healing from that dynamic. But intuitively, I feel, Leo, that this is you coming back into the whole. And again, they keep giving me like holistic, seeing it from a higher perspective, you be bringing about balance to your life. So you have King of Wands twice here, masculine and feminine. That's not a coincidence. This doesn't happen too often. So I feel that this is a very, very powerful time for you, especially with that Emperor showing up in the near future. You're taking charge of your own destiny. You're coming back into your own power, and you're going to make choices that are beneficial to you, especially if it has to do with your home life, your safety, your security, and your stability. Powerful stuff here, Leo. Let's take a look at your environment. What's going on in the environment around you? Okay, thank you, Spirit. They just gave me the name Billy. Billy, whether it's short for Will, William, or Bill. There could be someone in your energy named Bill. Maybe it's a dad, a grandfather, a father. Maybe it's your, it could be an ex-husband. It could be a husband. It doesn't have to just be male. I mean, Billy can be a girl name as well, but please take it as it resonates for you. All right. What do we have showing up in the environment for Leo? The High Priestess. Yeah, you're trusting your intuition. Some of you may have been rejected from an energy because, again, rejection is God's protection. Something wasn't for you. Someone may have had a secret agenda. Some of you, there were red flags, and you needed to kind of step behind the curtains and just wait for things to unfold. And it may have seemed like you were putting a lockdown on something, but maybe it was just for you to be able to tap into and trust your intuition to lead the way. Your intuition is strong, Leo. It's on point. I do sense that you are going with your gut feelings, you're listening, and you're using all of your senses. But most importantly, you're coming back into connection with your soul. There's that masculine, feminine energy of the King of Wands coming back together. And when you allow yourself to connect those pieces, I feel like your intuition is off the roof here, or is off the charts, not off the roof. There's something with the roof though. Some of you may need to clean your chimney. I just heard as well, clean your chimney. Clean your chimney, that's roof. It may have to do with also clearing out the mental clutter, because the mental clutter can be symbolic for that roof as well, or that chimney. All right, let's take a look at your hopes and fears, Leo. What are your hopes? What are your fears? King of Pentacles. So you have another king in the mix here. A lot of masculine energy, a lot of action, a lot of stability here. This King of Pentacles, you want to be able to create a life that's not only happy and emotionally fulfilling, but you want to create a financially lucrative life for yourself. And I sense that you will. But I absolutely love this King of Pentacles because it's the female version. But you can see in her crown chakra that she has a little village. It's almost like a little town or a little city here. So she's building up her connections. She's feeling more alive. She's feeling more of a support as well. Now, this King of Pentacles focuses on their success, their abundance, their physical world. So some of you may be even rebuilding or building a home with a partner if you are partnered up here, but you're working towards your finances. Now the fear here could be about pushing forward in such a dominant way that it defers people from your energy. But I do sense that you are a very powerful force. You are a very powerful being, and you will do what you need to do to create stability and attract what it is, Leo, that you are looking for in matters of the heart. Maybe you're looking for a soulmate, a companion animal or pet, maybe a strong friendship, or some of you may be looking to bridge the gap between you and family members, or heal from deep-seated wounding of the past. Whatever it is you're looking for here, you will achieve it, Leo. So believe it with this Nine of Cups. Let's take a look at the final outcome. What is the final outcome in matters of the heart for Leo? December 2022. What's the final outcome? Whoa. All right, those two took off quite quickly. So you may be making decisions quickly that impact the rest of also 2022, but into 2023, it's going to set you up for success. Oh my gosh. Oh, you can't make this up. There's some sort of ending, and this is why I think you received two cards in the final outcome, because the Ten of Swords can be about a difficult ending, but you knowing what you need to do. Some of you are letting go of the mental noise, the chatter, the conflict. Some of you, it could be physically walking away from a situation, but I am sensing intuitively that this is a very important ending that has been a long time coming, but it's creating a new beginning. What is that new beginning? The Empress. You are coming together with a counterpart, or you may be freeing yourself from someone or from a situation to attract a higher level of commitment. You have in the near future the Emperor, and you have the outcome, the Empress. This is a soulmate. This is a divine union. This is a divine counterpart. Maybe it's healing from mother and father wounding. For those of you that are looking for love, it is the ideal time to open your heart up. Don't close off, because I feel like there's someone that may already be in your energy. If not, they're coming in. That could be your person. For others of you as well, this is you coming into your masculine, feminine energy where you're feeling whole again. So, I just love this reading for you. Very, very powerful. Some of you are going to be shifting in a very, very, very big way. So be open to that change, because you hold the key. You really do. You have the key here to make important choices and decisions in your life that are going to affect the outcome of the rest of your life here on earth. So this isn't small. This is big. I mean, you have here You have the Empress, you have the Emperor, you have the High Priestess. Trust that your intuition and your higher self, and along with spirit, your spiritual team is leading the way. I mean, you have wish fulfillment. So whatever you have always wanted deep down, maybe you've buried it, maybe you've had a lack of belief that it would actually happen. Whatever this is for you, it's happening. If you've always wanted that family, if you've always wanted children, whether it's you having your own children, or maybe it shows up in a different, unexpected way. Maybe you meet someone with children and you're able to take them on as your own. For some of you, maybe you're adopting. You may be finding a partnership or a connection where they are ready to have children as well, or to at least form some sort of sense of stability. Now, if you've already had children, this could be grandchildren. This could be forming strong new family bonds and dynamics. So Leo, whatever you're doing, you're opening yourself up to a lot more happiness, a lot more abundance, and also just a more successful heart health. Some of you may have struggled in areas of the heart, whether it was through maybe a heart attack, whether it was through heart murmurs, heart palpitations, anxiety, depression, loneliness, isolation, whatever this heart area carries. Some of you have struggled, but I feel like you're opening yourself up. I just heard some of you may have had, or maybe a family dynamic had stents placed in the heart chakra as well. Now, I'm not a medical professional, so please do seek one if necessary. But I feel like you are healing and recovering from something very important of the heart here. All right, we're going to take a look and get a message from the wisdom of the oracle. Oh, wow. You have new life. Wow. That's what that 10 of Swords represents. An ending, bringing in a new beginning. Leo, this is huge. Again, this isn't something small. This isn't a fluffy woo-woo, one of those readings that everything is going to be hunky-dory and great. Obviously, you've been through some stuff. I see that. You still will be overcoming some stuff here. But the good news is this new life that you're headed towards is going to be bigger and better than anything that you could have left behind here. So very powerful. I'm going to read to you the relationship message from the guidebook. Now, this is about a birth of new ideas. There's that Empress energy, a birth of new ideas, opportunities, a breath of fresh air, and life renewing itself. And the relationship message for you, Leo, is this. New energy enters old relationships, and new relationships are bursting with the sweetness and vibrancy only encountered when winter gives way to spring. This is a time to connect with others and share excitement, passion, and heart full of joy. This card is a very auspicious sign with respect to love and partnerships in all forms. So I'm also going to read to you the protection message, just because we are winding down 2022. And the protection message, I feel like it's what we need to leave behind in 2022 in order for you specifically, Leo, to enter into this new life, this new year. You must acknowledge your inexperience and gently allow yourself to be like the delicate new bud opening. It's okay to admit you may not know something. You are at the beginning of things and you haven't hit your stride. Be immersed in the newness of it all and don't try to rush the learning process. New life has its own timetable for maturity. Be here now. Life loves you. Yes, you are opening up here. That's what this padlock is saying. For those of you that have shut yourself off to love, or you've disconnected, whether emotionally, physically, mentally, from a situation, maybe it was out of, again, fight or flight or freeze mode. You're holding the key to this new life, and you will be very, very successful. But it does take time. It doesn't happen overnight here. So know that you are headed towards something quite beautiful. Now, last but not least, we're going to get a few messages from your spirit animal guides. Now, at this time, Leo, I just ask if you can, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in from that solar plexus chakra, the belly area. And tune into that third eye, the area between your eyebrows in your forehead region. And I want you, Leo, to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now, this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Perhaps it's an animal that is wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. Perhaps it's an animal that's crossed your path recently in the great outdoors, or one that's visited through your dreams. There is no right or wrong answer, Leo. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your power animal or animals in the comment box below. And I personally, Leo, will enter you into that free monthly reading giveaway where I draw one lucky winner around the first of each month and post right back here on this channel. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button if you haven't already. All right, we have here card number 1, which is all about, again, new beginnings. It's the Magician energy, creating a life that you love. It is Ant Spirit, and it says, time to collaborate. It's time to put the pieces back together here. It's time for you to connect, network, reach out. Create change. I really love this energy for you here because there is a sense of collaboration that's taking place within this energy, and there's a sense of leveling up. So you may be working with professionals, with your friends, with your soul tribe. There's a sense of calling in helpful people that are wanting to see you successful on your journey. Next, we have Moth Spirit. This is about surrendering to the old ways of thinking, the old beliefs, especially the belief that something is not going to happen, or the closed off energy here of not being available to you. Surrender and open yourself up to this new beautiful life that is waiting for you here. And lastly, we have Coyote. Coyote says, trust in divine detours. Sometimes, again, with this Four of Wands, sometimes things don't turn out the way that we think. Sometimes life throws us a curveball. That's what we're here on earth to navigate through. Not everything can be all roses all the time. Sometimes we have to get through the thorns to get to some really beautiful opportunities for growth, for love, for abundance. And I do sense here that there were divine detours put in your path to help you grow. This is card 16, which is the Tower energy. So some of you may have certainly had a Tower moment happen in the past, but I feel like it's allowed you to reclaim your power, free yourself from a situation that's less than ideal. Some of you, this is also about freeing yourself from the old beliefs, the old stories that you've told about yourself here. Trust in divine detours. And Spirit is saying it's time to take a new detour, but in a positive new direction. So I hope this resonates, Leo. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Feel free to like, share, comment your power animals below, subscribe and hit that bell button. And thank you so much, Leo, for tuning in, sending all of you beautiful souls tons of love and light.